afternoon, probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. On play action, it's Wentz. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The Giants at 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Touchdown! A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Travis Kelce from 8 yards out.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On play action, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Running game, and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Throwing again is Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
3rd and long. It's Watson.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st and 10, Watson.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score.
Second and 7.
Back to throw, Watson.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's going to be batted down and will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Watson looks to throw again. Touchdown, Browns.
Van Jefferson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Touchdown! Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. To the air yet again, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, it's Watson.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Past the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber.
Touchdown, Browns.
Van Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know,
Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Watson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction. All of a sudden, they're down. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Watson to throw.
This is the tight end, Njoku.
Down inside the 10.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
To throw is Wentz.
Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Showtime! Let's make some noise! Yeah, let's go!
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now Watson. Right back to Njoku.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The numbers for James from last week: 15 carries, 58 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On the ground, it's James. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott off play action. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On play action, Prescott. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Prescott to throw on 4th. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
We're scoreless after 1.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Play action now. Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Smith is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, we have the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barry. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And Sanders now to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 31, Manning. He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. James. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Manning. James has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Manning. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Let's go on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 31, Manning. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Taken from about the 12.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They'll buy some time right. That's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
Yeah, Dion gone after this season. Dion gone. Dion is fucking gone. That's his 3rd time doing that shit. Jumping up and just freezing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time. Smith up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Smith. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Prescott on 1st down. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's James. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4. Manning. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barry.
Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Manning now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Manning.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Manning. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Smith. 74 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Prescott off play action. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run for it with Smith, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. This no good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Manning. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry, finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Again, it's Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, Prescott here to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action now. Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Smith trying to run for it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another try for Smith, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
What's good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try now for Manning. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a